can be a great people, Kal-El. They wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Welcome to the flea market. We're back at it again. There's no rain in the forecast for this past Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, I think there was rain Wednesday, but it wasn't until later. So we were able to get out here all 3 days. There is rain planned for the weekend, but we don't typically come to the flea market on the weekends anymore. Just because I've been, I really don't need to source that much on the weekends. And the weekends are big days here, especially Sunday. So if I'm ever in the need of doing some serious sourcing, I'd come on the weekends. But let's go ahead and get paid. Let's get in there. We got Friday, so it's dollar days, hopefully, on most stuff, I hope. And not big of a line. All right, let's get in there. This guy. Ooh. How much is the silverware? $5. $5? All right, that's cool. There you go. Cool. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
What else we got here? J.A. Hinkles is a brand to be on the lookout for. It used to be back in the day on par with like Cutco and all that, but it's just a little bit more upscale than most. So for a bunch of forks and forks and spoons, dinner knives, man, unless you're getting steak knives. I'm gonna check. Let me check this guy over here. Oh man, keyboard guy's over there.
Like that? Yeah. Five.
Le pregunto al señor, por favor.
Picture, hermano.
¿Las gorras a cómo?
$2 las gorras. $5. Pásale.
How much for the Star Wars light Lego guys?
$2 each.
$2 each? I'll take them. 1, 2, and 4. There you go. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, I saw some over here, but I wanted to check out the box guy because he's only here on Fridays. He wasn't here last Friday, so I'm gonna go see what he has. Everything over here is usually $1, so but you gotta go through the boxes. Got those 2 Lego figures. I mean, they're about $10 a piece, but they're pretty much for my own personal use. They're pretty cool. I love those things. If they were brand new in the package, I would definitely resell them, but all right, I'll be right back.
Oh, this is not in
They
there?
were on the shelf. Oh yeah, they're in there.
Oh, they're
yeah.
in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ah, 15. Yeah, thank you.
15?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. I'll take those. All right, here's I grabbed the movie too. Here's $1 for the movie.
Okay.
$1 for the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Then we'll do 15.
Oh, how are you? Thank you.
1, 2, then.
Last time I bought a thing like that. I put on a hat and I'm missing a
Really? Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Last time, right? Yeah, now, yeah.
Now it's good.
No.
5 more. I think 6 more, 5 more.
Okay.
Boom.
Come on, you.
El carro lo deja.
Okay. Nothing too crazy. There's a vendor that's here that's missing. I'm not seeing. Yeah, there's a couple of vendors that are missing out of this area. So, circle back this way. Okay, the shoes, brand new in the box, should be about $60 for those Timberlands. I don't know if Timberlands is making a comeback right now, but I've listed some on eBay and Poshmark, and they just sell so quickly. And then the Batman DVD, that's personal use. Yeah. It smells like a match or something. I don't know. Someone else just mentioned there's something burning. Well, I just heard a bunch of sirens going off, so. Alright, let's get to this front part of the flea market, and if I see anything of interest, I'll come right back. Okay. See that Izod watch? It's made to look like a Rolex, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it's the Pepsi, is what they call it, the Pepsi Rolex watch. It's pretty popular. Rolex. I don't know if Rolex calls it that, but in the community they call it that. There's the Pepsi, there's the Batman, the Batgirl, there's the Starbucks, the Hulk. They all have these nicknames. And of course, people try to emulate it. Alright, I just wanted to pop in and show you that really quick. Let's keep moving through here. Alright, so I saw a couple of calculators. They were the TI 84 Plus. 2 different variants of it. And they wanted 25, so $25. And probably sell for right around 40, anywhere between $40 to $60 is what I can see. But I don't know, TI-84 Plus, they were clean. Didn't really feel like spending that much on them because I don't know if they work. I feel more comfortable at $5 a piece. And then they had different ports on the top, so I wasn't sure what the difference was. Oh, here we go, some minifigures. Rocky Raccoon. It's an Ultron variant. That's a Thor on a Star Wars body. Some of these are not Lego. The Clone Trooper helmet, but nothing rare. Pretty cool. I always look out for Legos. Nothing I need though. Let's take a peek over here. What a lot of people don't know about me is that I can understand Spanish, even though I communicate in English. And I've caught on numerous occasions where I can hear them talking about me. It happens. Nothing bad. Usually discussing what they would price an item for. The only problem is I can't write it, and I don't remember the words. It's kind of weird. Like, I understand the words, but I just can't remember how to communicate back in Spanish. I don't remember the words. I did take Spanish in high school, and you would think I would do a lot better, but I just, wanted to get it over with. You would think I would have aced it, but I didn't, and I really didn't like it. I was more into science and math. Those were my favorite. But here at the flea market, it definitely helps to know, or at least understand Spanish. Okay, I'm gonna, license plate. This is real. Looks real.
Are you ready?
Here you want to look for the plus.
Buenos días. La mañana aquí muy
How much?
Se mira temprano, pero no ya.
sí.
Hi, how much for the license plate?
$3.
Okay, perfect.
Sí. Oh, ya va de salida, hombre.
There you go.
Ande.
Thank you. Personalized license plates, look out for them. I sold them one that said Elliot for it was 140. That was someone's name spelled out though. And I think it had to do with ET. Okay, so look out for personalized license plates. They could do really well.
And she gets, oh no, she just gets hella bad, right?
Okay, let's move down the line here, and I'll come back and see something interesting here, or I have something to talk about. Lego bag.
Porque es que la gente no la va a comprar. Uno tiene que ser al tiro lo que vas a vender.
Okay.
Okay.
Got the glove, got the two. Just two balls here.
Gracias a usted. Okay. Give me 30.
30? Oh,
30, yeah. Ese
man.
sería, solo por daban, iría $30. Pues then, it's good.
Let me think about it. It's kind of coming apart here, the leather.
25 14. It's good deal. I know you. I said to you every
I
time.
know.
Yeah.
I was thinking like
Give me 25. It's good deal. For all things.
I could
Only for
do.
this, example, 14.
Yeah.
It did. Give me,
Can you do 20?
give me $22, you. Okay.
22?
Yeah, for you.
All right, let's do it. 22. That's
Yeah.
good. All right.
I like it business to you, but you know, no crying
Yeah.
too much. People crying too much. Chinese people, I don't like it business, man.
Ay.
No consideration Chinese people.
No.
The nothing people.
22.
Okay, bro.
Hey, thank you very much. Okay. So I had I turned on the camera right there because I knew there was going to be a little back and forth, a little haggling there. I knew I was going to want quite a bit for the glove. I mean, it's a decent glove. It's just, it's older. There's some wear and tear. But we'll probably just double up our money on that deal. We're not going to make too much. And one of the balls I might, I'm actually give away because it said San Francisco versus LA. And my wife's family, they're big LA fans. They're from LA, so big LA fans. Dodgers, that is. LA everything. LA Rams, LA Dodgers.
Yes.
And then I'll sell the other stuff off. Okay. So you guys got to saw a little bit of negotiation happen there. He's a cool guy. He's here all the time, and sometimes on different days they'll be in different spots. So let me pause it right now. There's music here. Not there. So if you see a vendor that you like, has stuff that you regularly buy, then and they're not in the same area, like you come back, search the flea market because they're probably just in a different area. A lot of these people, they just come for the day. I'm looking to see if I'm gonna go check out. I'm gonna shoot across here and go see Loot Best section. But a lot of these vendors are here just for the day, and they just get, they get a spot that, if it's available, they take it. Some people rent out spots on an annual basis, and some people just have, like I was saying, spots they like. So if you don't see your vendor at the usual spot, walk around. They might be somewhere else. Okay, what's that? Morning.
These are little stuff new.
Okay.
Everything is new.
Over there? Okay, cool. Alright, so check out the new stuff. Oh, that bowling sign is really nice. Sure.
Giờ một cái rồi mua một cái gì đó.
This would be kind of helpful. All right, we're gonna get down and do some searching here. I'll get back to you if I find anything interesting. Okay, so just finished at Lupa Station. Nothing pretty wild. I should say not nothing wild, but as far as volume goes. But this little TV streamer, they were 20 bucks for both these items. This Surflink Media, probably about $30. But this one right here, this Star Key, can go for up to $150. So pick that up. Happy to pay $20 for that. We're gonna make some good profit. But let's start working our way through the rest of the flea market here. What in the world do we have here?
Just that one bag. That's enough now. Yeah, I was just fun. Look who's got a crowd today. Welcome to the thrift store. We got a good lens. Randy.
Look, are you with the IRS or the fucking shitholes?
Whoa, where'd you get that? What does that mount to? A Canon or a Nikon? Where did you get that one? We're gonna have to report to the IRS on that. It's not flea market quality, sir. It's not flea market quality. Get it out. He's in the jet business today.
Hey, look, I think we got a serious fire here. We got a serious fire.
Yeah.
Get the fishing pole, get the trout line, get the rocket.
What do you guys got on the computer?
Hey, amigo.
How's the computer?
Don't touch it like that if you can. 300.
300 on it? What kind of GPU is that? You know?
We found it yesterday in the store.
We'll find out what
On 7. I do 5, take it.
And I was having trouble looking it up because on the back it had a model, but the model was for the Wi-Fi card. Kind of weird, but I was able to find it. It's an older specs. It had an NVIDIA GTX 1070. It's cool, but probably only worth about 300. The 1070, it wasn't even a, I mean, if you're familiar with graphics cards, it wasn't even a 1070 Ti. Just your basic 1070. There's an airplane going overhead right now. But it was just a basic 1070 Intel 8th gen. The specs weren't really there. I mean, the guy, I don't really deal with them too much. They do have some cool items, but they usually ask really high prices for stuff, so yeah, so be careful. Make sure you look it up. Check the specs on your computers. Plus, again, you're buying it at the flea market. You don't know if it works. So it looked like they had everything there, though, for it. I probably would have bought it for personal use at 200. Wouldn't pay much more than that. It came down to 250, but he said he can list it for 1,000, but that's a bit of a stretch. On the cool factor, it's worth about 1,000, but spec-wise, very old tech. And prices have dropped a lot on tech since the drop in cryptocurrency. Some things are kind of spiked right now, like power supplies. But Overall, prices are pretty low on computer components right now, so thinking of picking up a new graphics card for my living room computer, gaming computer. I downgraded it because I wanted to use the higher end card for video editing, because I wasn't really gaming. And when I say upgrade my gaming computer, it's just because, not that I game that much. All right, let's move through here and let's see what else we can find. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to come out, but there's a lot of music here. Oh. Alright. Let's move a little bit down. Okay, really quick, kind of jam past this. Okay. And then there's more music here. Okay. Jam, 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 jam. Okay, if you guys saw in that video, there was or in that little clip I did right now, when I turned on the camera, there was a box of Salad Master. Salad Master is a name to look out for. They wanted $75 for both. And typically they do charge a lot there. Or prices I can't pay. And those Salad Masters probably go for about $40. But definitely look out for a Salad Master when it comes to cookware. It's a great brand to look out for. And generally resell is pretty high. Look at these hats over here. How much? Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. A little bit small, a little bit. They don't really sell that fast as hats. Okay, let's move on down here and then let's see what else we can find.
Deme 25 y al final se separaron. Y yo por eso a mi hermano yo lo adoro porque siempre lo he querido.
Okay. We bought the original iPod, one of the original 20 gig model. If it works, probably about $140. We paid $15 for it. It doesn't charge, even with the older style, that 30 pin-ish connector. I need FireWire, so I think I have a FireWire, but I'm pretty sure there's people around here that have FireWire, or I might just order one. I don't think FireWire cords are that pricey, so if I can get it charged up and working. It does have a cracked screen, but I don't think that really hurts the value due to the age. You just don't see them anymore. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here, and I'm gonna probably going to go down to Goodwill right after this, so see if I can find anything else interesting here. There's some music going on, but nunchucks, I don't know. Let me know if in your guys' area you guys have the same laws and stuff, but you can't sell real nunchucks here. It's illegal, so those are padded for trainings. I think that's a way to get around it, but let me know about your guys' laws in your state. I'll look over here real quick. I'll come back if there's anything of interest. Oh wait, this is the one. Okay, this is a PoE. It's basically injects electricity into your network. There's some devices that can accept a electrical current through Ethernet. So you don't need a separate power. You don't need a separate power cord. So what I actually thought it was a networking over what do they call it? It's called a power line adapter. Basically networking over your power lines. Okay, we're wrapping this up here. We're gonna head on out. I'm gonna drive down the... Man, it might need gas. I was just talking to my wife how annoying it is to stop at the gas station. But I need to drive down the road a little bit to get to the next Goodwill I want to visit, or to get to the Goodwill that I want to visit. I'm not at Goodwill now, obviously. But we're gonna wrap up this trip and head on out. Okay, we're heading on out of here. It's about 10 o'clock or so. I'm trying to remember where I parked, because I know I didn't park in the usual spot. But pretty good haul today. Got some great items.
Day off tomorrow if it rains.
I think my favorite was the original iPod. You know, just that old tech. I'm not an Apple guy, but you know, the iPod's pretty iconic. Especially for our, Silicon Valley. The personalized license plate, I don't know. We'll look it up. We might have to, take a stab at it. Maybe price it really high and see if someone's willing to bite. Then the surprising thing was that Star Key. I keep wanting to say Starlink, but it's not. Star Key TV streamer. 100, 140 maybe. I might price it at 150 and open up offers and see what happens. But got some great items here. And what else? We started off with the forks. So don't pass up silverware. $5 for all those forks. That's probably going to turn into at least $60, maybe $70 in forks. So forks, spoons, dinner knives, butter knives, nah. Whatever you call it, dinner knives or butter knife. Steak knives, definitely look out for steak knives. Those are cool. Those will resell well. But we're gonna move on down the road, and I don't think the Goodwill will be in this video because this is already kind of long. But it'll definitely be coming up in another video sometime. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Or no, stay tuned for the end.
Hi everybody.
everybody, welcome to the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed that trip over to the flea market. You guys know, if you watch my videos, I love going to the flea market. I love sourcing there. I just feel you get a better variety of items, and also a better price as well, too, than going to the Goodwill. And the Goodwill has a great variety as well, but I just feel it's just better at the flea market. But sometimes, you will see a lot of the same items at the flea market. A lot of the same vendors that carry the same items. They bring them in I'm there, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then they bring them in the next week. And from what I've found, based on me going there so often, is that a lot of these vendors, while they may have desirable items, they're kind of priced way too high. And it kind of translates over to eBay and what we do on eBay and reselling. And when a lot of people do struggle on eBay, a lot of it is maybe the item isn't very desirable, or maybe it's not desirable at the price point that they have set, and that's the price that they want to get, no questions asked. So one way that I move a lot of stuff on eBay is by having offers open. And I mentioned this before, a lot of my items that are over, they're $20 or over. There's some exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, $20 or more, I will have offers open on that item. Now, one of the biggest exceptions I have is what I paid for that item. So if I'm pricing it at, it tends to go more with items that are brand new, because I'll tend to pay more for items that are brand new. So let's say I paid $10 for an item. I'm going to probably, based on market research, of course, I'm going to do my research, see what I should price the item at. And typically, if I'm paying about $10 for an item, it's going to be priced around $25. And at that point, I'm probably not going to set a best offer because I paid such a high price for it. But I paid such a high price for it, so I want to get a certain amount back in profit on that item. But obviously, I'm going to have to do my market research. I'm going to make sure that it's going to sell for around that $25. Even then, I will send out offers, but it's going to be at the minimum. It's going to be about a 5% offer is what I'm going to send out to people. So I'm willing to accept even a little bit less than that $25. But the reason why I don't set best offer on those is because I want to make a certain price point, because I paid such a high, the buy cost was high for that item. But if the buy cost is low, obviously I'm willing to accept a lot lower. And, I'm also willing to give a great deal as well, too. So that's one of the reasons why I like to buy as low as possible, so I can also give out great deals to people that are looking for one. If I got a great deal, I'm more than happy to pass along a great deal to others as well too. Of course, as long as we make profit, as long as we make a good profit, we try to stay around $15 profit margin. Although there's exceptions to that rule as well too. So you're going to see exceptions in this. You're going to see exceptions to that rule in what I'm going to show you and what I'm in my what solds. But like a lot of these vendors I see, most of them are just priced way too high. A lot of the items are desirable, but they're just priced too high. They're not moving it. And in my back of my head, I'm thinking like, hey, you guys, you're just lugging this stuff back and forth week after week after week. To me, it gets, and I'll even ask on the same items over and over, week after week. I'll ask them what their prices are, and they stick to it the same. And if that's what they want, that's what they want. And a lot of people most of the people that I deal with and that I buy from a lot, they're in the business of just moving items. They're constantly buying storage lockers, so they just constantly need to clear out items, clean them out. A lot of them will, when they bring new stuff, they'll price it, at, high, not to where we can't make a profit, but they'll price it, high for, and to make, make a little bit more money. Then the next day it'll be priced a little bit lower. Then by the third or fourth day they're there at the flea market, it's $1 or less. So they want to move items so that way they can keep them cash flow moving, so that way they can keep buying storage lockers and keep having fresh inventory. So eyes a little watery here. Allergy season is upon us, everybody. But I did go to the flea market recently, and I picked up a couple of great items I just wanted to show you. These are nothing... I'm not going to resell these, but if you were to resell them, you get like $10 to $15 for these. But they're PC games. Serious Sam, a really cool game from way back in the day. What was the year on this one? This is a year... oh, is there a year on this? 2001, so really cool game. And then Descent, like a space starfighter type of game. Another one from, you know, games that I enjoyed back in the day, PC gaming, when I had more time to PC game. But who knows? Maybe I'll get to these games. But these are for my own personal collection. Okay, let's get into the what's sold here. So I'm going to show you some great what's sold items, things to look out for. And they got a little story about, you know, when you got to go on vacation, what you should do on eBay, and what I do on eBay when I go on vacation. So first off, keyboards. You know, I sell keyboards all the time. So I got like, I think I have 4 keyboards going out this weekend. So this is a Keychron keyboard. It's a nice gaming, clicky. It's got RGB, all the bells and whistles, rechargeable, wireless. I sold it for $10. And the reason why I sold it for $10 is because this was going to be my personal keyboard. And I bought it at the flea market. And it kind of works. That kind of doesn't work. So I was kind of annoyed with it. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of it. I mean, it kind of works, kind of doesn't work. So I took $10 for it. I posted it for $15. And I sent out offers, and someone countered it with 10. And I figured, what the heck, you know, it's not working. It's not really working right, so I'm just going to get rid of it. But if it does work perfectly fine, it should be a $50 keyboard. So be on the lookout. It's by Keychron. I'll show you the back right there. So Keychron K1 gaming keyboard. Really nice, and I really wished it would work for me, but it doesn't. I'm going to keep my eye out. Hopefully I come across another one that does work properly. Then I got some dinosaurs here. So we're jumping from keyboards to toys. Another item I like to sell, and when I was doing it part-time, I would just sell a lot of just tech stuff. I would sell a lot of gaming stuff, keyboards, computer components, graphics cards, things like that, and toys. And I would sell a lot of toys when I was doing it part-time. And I got a bunch of Jurassic Park. These are just a bag full of raptors in here. And this was from a flea market find. I'm not sure if that video came out yet or not. But there were just a bunch of dinosaurs. And I went searching through all the dinosaurs. I pulled out some of the better ones that were in there. Got a great deal on them. This pack of raptors sold for $30. And these are all modern ones. So if you can get a bunch of Jurassic Park dinosaurs, and I've sold other ones, non-raptor ones as well too, in bundles. That's the key, is to sell them as a bundle. So you want to get these really cheap so you can bundle them all up. And raptors obviously get a little bit more of a premium, which is why they went for $30. The other miscellaneous dinosaurs were selling for around $15-ish. And I got them all in one big deal. If I remember correctly, I think I paid probably $15 for all the dinosaurs I got. So not very much per dinosaur. But if I were to sell each dinosaur individually, it might be like it might be like the raptors. I saw them anywhere between $2-3 on up to $15 per raptor. But I didn't want the hassle of having to list each individual raptor and get a few dollars here, a few dollars there. Bundling them up is the way to go. So you want to buy them cheap when you're doing this. And $30 for this bag of dinosaurs. And it, you know, ships relatively easy. Really not necessarily breakable. A few wraps in bubble wrap, and that can go on a poly mailer and we'll be good to go. Another great item to look out for that I do sell quite a bit of every so often, you know, is sports jerseys. I do pick them up when I do find them. However, I do find that they are priced up, usually at Goodwills and at the flea market. So when they have a sports jersey, usually you're paying a little bit more, whether it's worth it or not. However, this one I found at the Goodwill, and if I remember correctly, it was $8.59, sold for $30. Really nothing too special. Yeah, it's a soccer jersey. However, if you see those 3 birds on the back, this is a Bob Marley collaboration. So definitely look out for it. It goes for a little bit more because of that. And it would go for more if it had the Marley, his last name, on the back. That would probably go for about $50 to $60, about double this price. However, a nice sale. This is actually going international, which is great because eBay takes care of everything for you. You send it off to eBay. They'll handle the international, the process that's involved with that. And if anything happens in transit, you are completely taken care of by eBay. So I highly recommend doing international shipping through eBay. On the buyer side, it does cost a little bit more. I mean, quite a bit more. I think it's, someone told me they bought something from me, or they were going to buy something from me, and it was like a $10 or $12 item, but the shipping was going to be $45, and I think they were in Canada, so the cost of the international shipping is a bit more, but it's probably because if anything happens in transit, gets lost, torn, ripped open, who knows, disintegrates, eBay will cover the cost. So everybody gets refunded, the buyer, and, well, the seller just never loses the money, and the buyer just gets refunded. So international, great for the seller. And then another cool item that sold, and this sold for almost $10. I think it was like $9.50. But this is Yahoo, if you guys remember, the old .com company here, Yahoo. And this is like a keychain, just a little... a keychain or a charm. It has like that little charm thing to put on a cell phone or, on your purse. But it also has a little, like a wrist bracelet chain on there. So just a cool little vintage device. I think this is, because it has www.yahoo.com.hk. I think that might, if I'm not mistaken, I think that might reference Hong Kong, but I'm not 100% sure. However, it sold. And this, I got in a big old bundle full of items. I didn't pay very much for it. Maybe $1, maybe less than $1, because it was a big old bundle from the flea market. But great sale. And this is super lightweight. And all these lightweight items, I usually put automatically 10 ounces. So on these really, really light ones, this will probably be maybe 2 ounces. This was also an international sale, so we won't, once we send it off, we get it we make it successfully over to eBay's international shipping hub in Chicago. And once we get it there, that's it. We're done. Money's secured. And no matter what happens to the item, everybody's taken care of. Well, hopefully, ultimately, the buyer should get the item and it should be in great shape. And we will package it accordingly. However, you never know with international shipping. Once it leaves, once it leaves the 48 states, because I've had items go over to Puerto Rico, which is technically not international, but it's overseas. I've had stuff go to Hawaii, which is over, you gotta go over the ocean, and things just get totally destroyed in that manner, and that's really, really annoying from both, not just the seller, but a buyer standpoint as well too. So Yahoo keychain, bracelet thing, charm, pretty cool. That's out of here. Pool cue. I sold a really good pool cue not too long ago for $225. That was a Viking one. This one sold for $45. I had it listed for $50. It's not, it wasn't as fancy or as high end as the other one. Where's the other end? Oh, it's right here. Okay. But this brand sells for around $30 to $40, so I got a little bit more than what the average goes for. So it's stealth, and it's not the best in the world, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. But I think what really sold it, and what I put in the listing, was Phoenix, the Phoenix bird right there. Pretty cool, just print on there, or painting, or artwork on that. And that's what I listed. I put in the listing, and sure enough, sold for a little bit above what the average was selling for. What the average for this brand was selling for. So that'll be a cool sale. We'll get that out of here. And then, what I wanted to talk about, a little bit about vacation mode, and when you're... One cool thing about eBay is you can still make money even though you're on vacation, or you're out of, you're away from your home base, and you can set your store to either, you have to be first you have to pay monthly for one of the store subscriptions, and you can set your mode. You can set your eBay store on away mode, and you can either completely shut down all your listings so no sales happen at all. They're pretty much just go invisible. Or you can set it up so that you can still make sales, but you kind of extend your shipping time. So you could do, the maximum is 14 days. So the 14 days from, you could set the actual date range. So you set the actual date range, but the maximum is 14 days. That's what it is. Yeah. So, and the reason why I want to address this product here is because what I do is, before I go on a vacation, or before I'm planning to do a vacation, I'm looking usually for a big buy. Not necessarily like big money buy, but big quantity buy of items that are kind of the same, that are easy for me to list, easy for me to picture. Now, in this case, I found these RC Cola. They are all used, of course, with baseball players on there. Older players, a lot of them they were all older players. Because this RC Cola can was from, I don't even know, when was this? Does it have a date on it? I'm not sure what the date is, but this is Dave Concepcion, and I think he played up until 79. I'm not really 100% sure, but he was a part of Cincinnati Reds, part of the Big Red Machine. If you guys are baseball fans, when the Reds were just, they were for like a decade, they were one of the most dominant teams. I think they won 2 World Series in the 70s when they were. I think Joe Morgan was on the team as well too, and Dave Concepcion was also a really good player. I don't think he's not a Hall of Famer, but still a really good player in baseball. But I made this buy about a month or so before I was going to take a vacation, and what I did was, first of all, I weighed them all out. It was easy. They're all the same, just cans of sports players. I was able to get a bunch of pictures of them already. And I set up all my listings. Right, I set up one list. I could only set up one listing, and all I had to do was change the name. And so while I was on vacation, or I should say on the road on my vacation, I was able to knock out all the listings, get them all set up, ready to go. They all had the same weight. They all had the same pretty much description, except for the name, like I said, or the team as well too. That's easy to change. Set them all up, got them all ready to go, so that way I can continue listing even when I'm on vacation. And I don't necessarily mind that. I know some people like to just completely shut down for vacation, but the fact that eBay is, the lion's share of my income, I still need to keep it going somehow, even on vacation. And so what I do is I look for big buys. I start looking at, plan your vacation. I'm starting to look out for a big quantity buy. Now, all these cans aren't really worth that much. They've been selling between $5 to $7 a can. And my buy cost on each individual can is about 50 cents. It wasn't very much. So as far as percentage-wise, we're making pretty good profit on each can. And doesn't take much to ship either. 3 wraps of bubble wrap, throw in a poly bag, it's good to go. So it doesn't meet my $15 mark, but the fact that I got a huge quantity, I got over 200 of these cans. All the big name players sold, pretty quickly, but now some of the other, lesser known players are slowly, trickling out every so often. So I still have, I'm under 100 on these for now. I do know that. I'm not sure exactly how many left I have, but I am under 100 of them. So I've already made my money back, and we're in the profit on these cans. So not a crazy money maker, but it definitely helped me out when I was going on vacation, to keep my store active, to keep fresh listings in my store. And that is one of the keys to making sales and being consistent on eBay, or consistent getting sales on eBay, is fresh inventory, just keeping stuff out there. When you're out shopping, you go to the mall, you see stores that are just kind of, stagnant with the same old things. Do you want to go in there? I don't really, I'm looking for fresh, unique, cool stores, stores with good items. I don't want to see stores with just the same old merchandise all the time. You know, kind of boring, and you know, I don't want to go in there and be bored inside a store. But let me know what you guys think down below. Yeah, we'll discuss more about another video. I don't want this video being too long. We'll discuss a little bit more about you know, how to consistently make sales and what you should be doing in your eBay store. But that'll be for another video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up to like it. If you want to continue to see content from me, hit the subscribe button down below. And you can hit the bell notification if you do want to get notified when these videos come out, which is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually about midday. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the next video.